So here are the things that we are going to need to pull off this ball fade. The first thing we're going to need the best pair of adjustable clippers and trimmers that you have. Make sure you have some Kiss Express Black on hand, as well as a new product that I'm using, Jerome Russell Color Thickener, and that's in dark brown, as well as you want to have some color remover on hand with some Q-tips. So let's get into it. Let's begin. So here we have Omar, and in these preliminary pictures we can see the way that Omar came in. This is the before shots and how it is that his hair looked before he came in to get cut up. And so as you can see, especially in this shot, his hairline to a certain degree is receding. So of course we have tools in our arsenal that we can use to get that hairline straight and to make sure that it's something that's acceptable to him. So now what I've done, I've evened out his hair because he wants it extremely low on the sides and moderately low at the top. And so that's what I've done in these pictures. I've evened it out, and as you can see, he has some fading spots at the top, especially around the crown area. So we can do something about that. And here we are, the finished product. Omar has been colored, as well as I've used the Jerome Russell color thickener. And what I did was I applied the Kiss around the hairline at the front, and then blended it back with a little hot water, and then I sprayed the Jerome Russell color thickener at the top, and I combed all of those together. And as you can see, it made it a little bit darker, and it looks a little bit more natural. And so that's the ball fade that he likes. So at this point, I think it would be good to add a special note. When applying the Kiss, the technique I use and the technique I encourage you to use is to, first of all, apply the amount of Kiss that you want to go around the hairline. And I find that in my case, because I try to overdo things a whole lot of times, I put too much on. And so what I usually do is after I make the application, I let it sit for a second or two, and then I'll take a Q-tip and I apply some color remover to the Q-tip, and I go around the hairline, and I notice that when I do that, it loosens up the Kiss. It loosens it up enough to where you can go in and line with your clippers. If you have them adjusted properly, you can line with those clippers, and you can make that line as distinct as you want it to be. And so by doing that, you ensure that the hairline is one that's straight and that really fits the haircut that you're giving. Because when you're doing a ball fade, a lot of times the first thing that individuals notice is the way that the hair is faded. Is it faded properly? Can you see lines? And then the very next thing they'll notice is how distinct the edge up is. So hopefully this will help you get that edge up exactly the way you want it, especially if you are a advocate of Kiss like I am. I believe that technique will really help you out. So now let's get a bit of a recap about what it was that we did during this process. The first thing that we did was we performed a haircut, and that entailed me giving Omar an all-over even cut to begin with, and then of course we went in and we gave him a ball fade afterward. And after giving him the ball fade, we applied the Kiss to his hairline, and we noticed that there were fading spots in his hairline, and that's the whole reason why we used the Kiss. And then after that, we used color removal to clean up and to edge up. As I mentioned earlier, you can use it and you can get that line as crisp and distinct as you want to. But remember, do not dig into the scalp. Don't dig into the scalp, because these chemicals have alcohol in them, and so it'll burn the client. And then I used the Jerome Russell hair thickener, and I sprayed it in, and I combed it to make it look more realistic. And then I went in after that and I cleaned it up. And then afterward, I looked back at the job and critiqued it and made sure that it was absolutely the way that the client wanted. And then I allowed him to see it, and of course he was pleased with it. And finally, I thanked him for the business. So That was a recap of what we did, and hopefully, like I said, this will be something that you can use in the future, and it'll be something that's beneficial to you.